Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned a top 25 ranking, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Buffalo Bulls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Beavers looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense recovers the fumble.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Out of the gun now on third down. Trying to extend the play. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
And this defense has got to do a better job on third down. They got to mix in a blitz here and there. It's all about getting pressure on the quarterback, and especially on third down.
And the Beavers will have 1st and 10 here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stiff arms the man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The Beavers are going to cash in this red zone trip. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Ball is free in the backfield. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
First down here for this offense. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense operating from the pistol. Gives it to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Wideouts now clustered. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner heads out of bounds. Oregon State's offense drops back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Five-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The Beavers pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The quarterback's got it on the option. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Are in the red zone. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down.
That's the end of the first quarter. Buffalo 7, Oregon State 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the option play. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Now here's the toss play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers. Well, they slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. Remember last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Ball handed to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Caught quickly.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. Ball carrier running through tackles. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off that time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down.
finds an open target on the left side. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That completion makes it second and medium. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught for the completion. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And looking to throw now on first down. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And looking for a big play here. Pass caught. Can he get in? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. And he spikes it to stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Beavers. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk.
Number 19.
Shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
A loss of 1 yard on the play.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Beavers will kick this away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they will claim the second half lead. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tough running there. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Beavers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the quarterback dropping back. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The Beavers lining up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And the Beavers are in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Oregon State. This offense really clicking.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
A risky call here, close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On first down, it's play action. Catch is made, but he's out of bounds, so incomplete. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So second down after the incompletion. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. It's third down.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. Will he score here? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. And now it's first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Coming up, second down and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
28.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
And that's a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon State 35, Buffalo 28.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Get set.
And it's a draw play. He's got enough for the first down and still going. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. Offense showing a bunch formation now.
Al 55 weak.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Just won a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Offense now in the all-important red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Reload. Jackrabbit.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
Unlock. 691. Gator Spar. Ready.
And the quarterback just sneaks it. Try to run him up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Ready up.
Can they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal?
Razor. Can. 29 Philly. 2 ready.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's now 4th and goal.
On the
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down, needs this. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And that run is good for 1st down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
42 Spider. 4
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The Beavers looking to keep this drive rolling. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And the Beavers have 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. Powers through, just trucks through the defender.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. A quick throw out left, complete. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Got it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Lasso.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Just keep churning these yards out. Playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a 2-possession game with a field goal. But keep eating that clock.
The Beavers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Oregon State.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. It's a quick grab. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. The question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal, the offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down. That's a big gain there to end the game, but the clock runs out, and he falls short. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who was going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.